Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it is for Monday the 23rd, and also it's for Tuesday the 24th. 2-day halacha while I'll be traveling. Here's your first one, and that is, you know that a shul and or a Beis HaMedrash where Torah is studied, both of those places must be treated with a lot of sanctity. One of the many things that we do to show the sanctity of a Beis HaMedrash, that's a Torah study hall, or a Beis HaKnesses, a shul where people daven, is by never walking through one of them as a shortcut. If you're going from one side of the shul to the other side of the shul building, and you cut through one door and go right out the other door on the other side, then you've used the shul as a shortcut, and that's considered improper. Think about it. You're just walking through it as if it's not there. That gives a dishonor to the shul, and you're never supposed to do that also to a Beis HaMedrash. If it ever happens that inadvertently you find that your walk is taking you right through a shul, there is a simple way to remedy this, and that is you sit down in the middle of the shul for a moment on a seat and just learn a piece of Torah for a moment. And just say like, Ashrei Yoshvei Veisecha Od Yahalu Chasela, which is a phrase right out of the Torah. And that way you have stopped and you have sat and you have learned Torah, and it's not just a shortcut that you just took. You went through and you actually, of course, you know what you did. You went in the Beis Medrash and you studied Torah. That would be proper. I don't think that this detail applies to the actual lobby of the shul or the auditoriums of the shul or the Beis Medrash. It only applies to the actual place where the holiness is. That's where you study and where you daven, not the lobby and the auditorium of the shul. Okay, that's the end of your Monday halacha. Now tune me in here on Tuesday for a continuation. Here it goes. Other ways that we show the sanctity of the shul or the Beis HaMedrash is by the following. Let's say you need to go inside of a shul to give a message to someone. You walk inside and you say, hey, you have a phone call. And he says, oh, and he follows you right out the shul. What you just did is dishonor the shul by coming into it. And again, although you didn't take a shortcut through it, but you made it as if it's not special. You just came in and went right out. Again, the remedy to this situation is to sit down for a moment and learn a piece of Torah, just like we said in yesterday's law. Another way that we show sanctity to a shul is by not having idle conversations inside of a shul. If you and your friend want to discuss I don't know why he chose that camp instead of the other camp to go to for the summer. So discuss it in the lobby, discuss it in the auditorium. Don't come into the shul to talk about it. And if you are in the shul already, go outside to talk about it. First of all, it's not appropriate during davening for sure. And secondly, even if you've finished davening, take it outside. You don't use a shul or a Beis HaMedrash as a place to have conversations. Similarly, if it's hot outside, you don't go into the shul just to enjoy the air conditioning. You want to go in there and learn and enjoy the air conditioning while you learn, wonderful, that would be great. But don't come to sit into a shul just to enjoy the air or get out of the rain, etc. Again, I think that going into the lobby to enjoy the air conditioning in the lobby would be considered fine. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.